Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. We got some news coming out of the NFL today, which this shocks me. I did not think that Harbaugh and the Ravens would go their separate ways, but let's get into the video, shall we? So from the news that was breaking earlier today, the Ravens have moved on. They have fired Coach Harbaugh after 18 seasons with the Ravens. Honestly, yeah, like look at how the season was. Obviously, this isn't, what they had planned at the beginning of the season. This isn't how they wanted it to end. I think this could have been building up to something. And one thing that is on the top of my mind could be, what about playoff struggle? You know what I mean? And I think when you look at the handful of seasons just in recent memory, going back to, 2020 when they lost the divisional to the Tennessee Titans, when they had the 1 seed and had the biggest chance to get to the Super Bowl. You look at that, and then you look at how Lamar has had 2 MVP like seasons, and just all like the Ravens are a good team. I think with the expectations that it's Super Bowl or bust around here. I think this led to them ultimately firing him. I don't know. If I'm going to be honest though, I think it's absolutely early, and I think, call me crazy. I thought he had at least one more year. Because this is the coach that helped them won a Super Bowl. They had a legendary defense that year that they won the Super Bowl. And, I thought personally, if anybody's going to win a Super Bowl again with the Ravens as a head coach, it's going to be Harbaugh and it's going to be Jackson. That tandem together, the QB coach relationship is one that a lot of people look over and stuff when they talk about the history of the NFL. But I think whichever, franchise and team decides to pick him up, I think they're going to get a great coach. Because one thing, again, with I think they, jumped overboard a little too quick. Again, just my own opinion, not factual. Something tells me that Harbaugh is not going to be unemployed for long. Look at how successful he was with the Ravens for the last 18 seasons. There's jokes with, hey, Tomlin has had just a long of a 10-year, and we've made the memes about how they get over 500, they have a winning season, it's 9-8, 10-7 every year. But the thing that's very different is Harbaugh has more playoff wins in recent. They both have one on the Super Bowl, so 1-1. But I think something, because again, I didn't see him getting fired. I didn't see that as a possibility. Because I thought it was all just, people talking, people chatting online and stuff. I think, because the Browns fired their coach, Cardinals fired their coach, he's going to be somewhere. He's not going to be unemployed for long. But that's just my thoughts. I didn't expect the Ravens to do this, but what do you guys think? Be sure to let me know in the comments. Hit that like button, and I'll see you in the next video.